we have been looking through all of the artwork that the Ukrainian-based Enix team has been doing for the Bazaar. I'm sure everyone knows, but there is a bit of a large dilemma going on in Ukraine right now. And I wanted to just show our support any way we could. And I thought, what better way as a community who is following this game to just spend the entire stream appreciating the wonderful, brilliant work that has gone into the Bazaar. And actually, I'm so glad we've done this, because it has really drawn my attention to some of the just incredible facets of the artwork from this Ukrainian team. So if you want to show your support to them, you can do it in a number of ways. Exclamation point E6 in chat, or there'll be links below. You can go ahead and follow them on Facebook if you want to take a look at some more of their work. Maybe contact them or contract them for future work of your own. But they also provided us with a link tree to a number of resources that they're trying to share. If you want to support them, or if you're in a position to support them, go ahead and check out those links. There's a number of different things on there. There are ways to support them monetarily, but there are also some informational links in there if you want to get all the information that this team is trying to share. So do us a favor and do them a favor and go ahead and check that out. But before we close off, we're going to take a look at, because we couldn't take a look at the making of the laboratory, one of my favorite art pieces in the Bazaar. So we're going to do the next best thing and take a look at the apothecary, because this is, again, another Mac piece that is just exquisite. So I give you the apothecary, or at least the beginning of it. Another one from Oleksandr. Oleksandr, you are incredible. So here's the first sketch. Already, look at how much detail is in that first sketch. That's insane. There's so many different shelves, so many different things going on. There's scrolls, there's books, there's potions, there's like these like glass vials of like plants and stuff. Sketch 1B is a lot more like darkness to the edges of it. Oh, it's good. It's like a big zoom in. Oh, it's a sketch 2. So like a completely different frame, like focusing more on like the front of shop. And there's going to be a third sketch. I think it is. I think this is the one they go with as well, sketch 3. So it does have front of shop very close to the front of the art, but it still has the big background. Oh, there's so much like detailed work in here. A few color options to show the team what they could possibly do. Then some Photoshop magic to like display the color otherwise. To my colorblind eyes, not an awful lot changed. But to you guys, maybe a lot did. And then this is a more like shadowy version, which I kind of like. What are they going in and changing here? Oh, that the banner's drastically changed color there. Go with the second one, okay. The more shadowy version of the first one, maybe. And then they absolutely go ham. So setting in details, like just correcting lines and stuff. Look how much time they spend on that label. That was sped up. So much time on a freaking label. It is insane. Oh, look at that little like Venus flytrap. I hadn't spotted that before. It's so cool. Pasting these doors along, but making sure they actually fit. Just so they're like, the copy paste isn't like cutting corners. It's mostly just making sure it's uniform, right? Because when you buy a chest of drawers, it would be uniform. Here comes that language. Is that the C? We know how to spell cook and book now, among other things. The little bizarre gem that isn't really used much anymore, but it's still a prominent thing and just gems in general, I guess. There's so much detail. Oh my What, the little like arm on the cash register has these little like jaggedy bits? The lantern's gonna be so pretty. I should cut everything out just to focus on the lantern for a minute. I just love the shape they can bring to something. So cool. Are they going to put a candle in there with wax like melting down the side of it? Oh, it's so pretty. There's so much detail. And in like minutes of watching it, obviously this is a long time not sped up. And many, many layers of work. But look at what they've been able to do with this. And there's still so much more to come. They're setting the weighing scales properly so that it's like equal on either side. Oh, you can see the stopper of the jar. There's so much detail in this thing. My god. Oh, the cute little berries. Oh, look at those leaves. Those leaves are like so lifelike for like the little amount of like drastic detail, because you don't want them to be the focus. Here's the apothecary, nice and zoomed in for us to see. Has this like haze set over it, and there it is. Pause it there so we can see it. Mac just has this beautiful brightness to his palette, because he's working with like these very much alive things. It's kind of like Jules' palette as well. Both of them are very vibrant because they're both very alive. But Mac especially, because he's literally working with like a lot of living things and like magic, effectively, has this like beautiful glow to it. I hadn't actually properly looked at this banner. This banner is so cool now. That banner would be really cool in here. Just saying, Bazaar team. I'm joking. So many cool assets to this. Like everything has a label because it's a shop. It wouldn't surprise me if they like genuinely knew what some of these things were called. The lighting is exceptional. Like you can see the shadow, the crazy shadow on these like thin points up here. And like the depth they've added to the stuff on these threads. I could talk about this for a long, long time. But I'm just going to sit here and appreciate it for a minute. And appreciate the crazy work that the largely Ukrainian team has put into the art of this game. Because that is incredible. Okay. Well, thank you everyone today for sticking with us. Remember, even though the stream turns off, you can still very much go ahead and support all of our friends over at Enix via the links provided by them. Our hopes, thoughts, prayers, hearts, everything goes out to them. I hope they can find safety. I hope they're all able to go safely home before too long.